Sponsus is based on an 11th century reinterpretation of a biblical parable. The biblical parable that it starts with is already very strange. It's a story of the foolish virgins and the wise virgins, and they're waiting for Jesus through the night in the Gospels. The wise virgins have enough oil for their oil lamps to keep their lights on through the night, and the foolish virgins don't. They run out of oil and they run out of light, and so they're very upset because they're in the dark, and they go see the other ones who have enough oil, and they say, "Can we have some oil?" And they say no. And then Jesus comes back and he says, "Well, you're out of oil, you're out of light, so I don't know who you are. I don't know you." And he closes the door to their face and says, "You're going to hell." It's a very strange parable because Jesus is just particularly uncharitable, and the characters that are presented as positive are also not very nice. They're not very generous, so it just makes you wonder why this story would be in the Gospels.
Venimus! Fabibus! 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 Orare, orare,
scupimus!
Orare, orare,
scupimus! Ad vos orare, orare, scupimus! Ad vos orare, orare, scupimus! Tetillas quibus nos querimus, dolenta gentiva tropiavem dormit! Tetillas quibus nos querimus, dolenta gentiva tropiavem dormit! Tetillas quibus nos querimus, dolenta gentiva tropiavem dormit!
This probably was also a preoccupation of people in the Middle Ages, because one of the earliest liturgical dramas that we have, the original Sponsus, is about this. True to the form of medieval drama, they've added a lot of characters that are not in the original, they've added a lot of commentary, and they've also added a lot of text in different languages so as to explain to the audience what is going on in the Latin text that they might not have understood, and that's why it's bilingual in Latin and the Occitan language of the south of France, the language of the troubadours. In the modern Sponsus, we've done exactly the same, as if every 1,000 years we provided an update to the same story. We've added more characters, and we've added more lines, and we've added a narrator who comes in regularly and says, and now the foolish virgins are going to come on stage and say this and this and that, and this narrator speaks the language of the audience. And then the virgins themselves arrive and say, hello, we are this and that character, and then we're going to sing this and that. So it's at the same time the conventions of medieval theater, and at the same time something that reminds us of the conventions of Bertolt Brecht theater, for example.
Troisième et dernière ouverture du Sponsus.
in the end, I think Sponsus is an ambiguous piece on every level, and deliberately so. The story that is based on is ambiguous. Stylistically, it's ambiguous because it tends to shift from one style to another, sometimes quite abruptly, so that you are never given the chance to think that one style is a quotation and is outside, and the other style is the default and is the inside. You never know what is inside and what is outside. The narrative, the way it is presented, is ambiguous. You don't know if the characters are inside and living it, or if they're outside and commenting on it, or if they're inside and outside at the same time, and they're sometimes just living the story and sometimes just being allegories and commentary characters that are placed on the same level. And then finally, and perhaps most importantly, the moral message that is hidden inside the piece is ambiguous. It's not clear if there is no moral message and it's all delivered ironically, taking distance from the biblical message, or whether this moral message is delivered in this very plain and sort of naive way, or whether it's not there at all, or whether maybe in the end there is a very serious moral message, and the only way it can be delivered, because it's so serious, is by coating it with these layers of irony and distance.
Amen dico, vos ignosco, nam caretis lumine, quod qui perdunt pro culperunt, uius aula limine, alet caetivas, alet malaureas, a tujus mais vus subenias liurias, alet caetivas, alet malaureas, a tujus mais vus subenias liurias, alet caetivas, alet malaureas, an inferno raseret meneas, alet caetivas, alet malaureas, an inferno raseret meneas. Amen dico, vos ignosco, nam caretis lumine, quid qui perdunt, pro culperunt, uius aula limine, alet caetivas, alet malaureas, a tujus mais vus subenas liurias, alet caetivas, alet malaureas, en inferno